Good morning. I hope you have had a lovely sleep and you're ready now to move your body. I realise that a lot of yoga classes, mine included, are a little bit too long to fit into the busy schedules that we lead. So I thought I would just do a sort of like 10-ish minute flow, which will energise your body, wake you up, start moving your muscles, moving your whole body and getting you to breathe from the very first part of your day. Hopefully this energises you better than a coffee, although I will still be having one after this. But basically just finding any time in your day to stretch, even if it's just for 10 minutes. So we're going to start standing up because I fear if we start lying down, we may fall back to sleep. So just coming into your body, really arriving onto the mat, closing your eyes, reflecting on how your body feels this morning, if it feels any different to yesterday, and how your sleep might have affected you. Really arriving here in this moment, beginning to notice your breath. You can place your hand on your chest and your stomach, feel the gentle rise and fall. And be here with yourself, with your body, and with me, just with this little burst of love and energy in the morning. So we're going to start by clasping our hands behind our back. So they're just holding each other. We're going to stretch out so that you've got a beautiful stretch through the chest here. We're going to keep breathing throughout this practice. I'm going to take a few little toe stretches, just kind of going up and down to the balls of your feet, while also maintaining this stretch of the arms behind your back. And then taking them over to the other side, the toes, so that you're pressing down onto the top of the toes, if that makes sense. Pressing into your mat like this. Nice, really nice. And now with this clasp maintained behind you, we're going to take a forward fold. You can bend your knees as much as you need here, so just hinging from the hips, diving down towards the mat, letting your arms rise up behind you, keeping that hold, and letting go of your head, relaxing your neck. You can bend to each knee, or each leg rather. And just noticing a tightness here. Throughout the night we are so sort of stagnant and still. It's inevitable for us to get a little bit stiff and wake up that way. So really, really nice to energise your body in the morning. Just wake it all up like it would be a big yawn. You're basically stretching like you would in your yawn. So letting go of this, unravelling, shaking it all out, doing a really big breath all together. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling, letting go through your mouth. Let it all go. Beautiful. Okay, so coming to the top of your mat and standing with your feet hip-width distance apart. We're just going to take a forward fold and halfway lift, so it's like the beginning of the sun salutation. So we're inhaling, standing at the top of the mat, and exhaling, hinging from your hips. We're going to forward fold all the way down. Let go completely. And now inhale with the hands onto the shins. We're going to roll back up to a flat position. Exhale, let go completely, bend the knees. Inhale to rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen that forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, ragdoll. So holding each elbow with your hands and just swaying from side to side, hanging out here. Taking this time to not think about what your day has to hold, not getting anxious about anything that might be coming up, but just being here in this moment. Setting yourself up for a more grounded and mindful day. Letting go of this ragdoll hold here and stepping yourself back into a downward facing dog. So just however you want to get there, placing your hands onto the mat behind you, stepping one foot and the other back and pushing your hip bones all the way up and back into your first downward dog of the day. It's probably quite tight here, So just making sure you've got a beautiful stretch through your arms, through your back. Not worrying too much about having straight legs at this point. But walking your dog out, bending each leg, alternating, what a weird way to say that. Very nice. Coming back to that breath now, through the nose, regulating your breath. So moving all together now, on your next inhale, we're going to rise the right foot up and away from you for three-legged dog. And exhale, we're going to step it up to the top of the mat, in between the hands, and you can help yourself up there if you need to do so. Inhale, all together, we come up to a high lunge. Option here to lower the back knee if you need to do so. Otherwise, we're going to be here, feeling really strong through those legs. There's a bit of a bend in the back knee. You should be able to see your toes over your right knee. So staying here for 5 breaths. We've already been here for about 2, I would say. 3 more really nice nourishing breaths. Feel that openness through your chest. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. And on your next inhale, all together, we're going to lengthen through the spine. Bring your hands together and exhale. We're coming into a twist. So bringing your left elbow over your right knee and twisting. Here we are. If you want to deepen this twist, you can open your arms up and use your left arm almost as a kind of lever, I suppose, to open your twist up even more. Otherwise, we're all just holding here with our hands in prayer. Just because you can't see that back leg doesn't mean it's not there. Make sure it's engaged and working. We often get lazy with things that we can't see. Staying here for 2 more breaths. And on our next inhale, we all rise up to our high lunge. Exhale, floating down, framing the front foot, stepping up, right foot back to meet our left. Coming back up into your downward dog. Very nice. Oh, we're waking up now, aren't we? Notice the difference between the legs here. If you feel slightly more, well, I mean, inevitably you will feel slightly more stretched in the other because we haven't done anything on the other side. But that is all about to change. So grounding through your right foot, we're going to lift the left leg up and back on your inhale. 3-legged dog. And exhale, stepping the left foot all the way between the hands at the top of the mat. Staying here, getting comfortable in your low lunge, or runners. And on our inhale, we're coming up to a high lunge. And again, option here to lower that knee, that's not a problem. Taking beautiful, nourishing breaths here. As we consider what yoga really is to us, I've been talking quite a lot recently about how people think that yoga is just the physical practice. And of course, that is a lot to do with it. But let's see if we can inject some yoga into the rest of our lives. So how we talk to ourselves, how we deal with people in our lives. Inhale all together, straighten the spine. Exhale, coming into a twist. Right elbow over left knee. Again, you can open this up. But yeah, so just bringing mindfulness and understanding, I suppose, to your lives. Noticing things in people that you may not automatically notice and celebrating each other's uniquenesses, differences, all the above. One more breath here in your twist. And all together, looking down towards your mat, inhale, we come back up to a high lunge. And exhale, framing the front foot, we come into our downward facing dog. Very nice. We're coming through a vinyasa now. So from your downward dog, bringing your body into a plank position, making that wave-like motion with your spine. Option to drop the knees here, otherwise we're coming into a full chaturanga. So exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale for downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to take one more of those now. So stepping up to the top of the mat. Inhale, rising the arms up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. We're going to take one more sun salutation all together. Feet hip width distance at the top of your mat. With a bend in the knees, we inhale, rise arms up and over. And exhale, we forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing the hands on the mat, we step back to our plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down to the mat. Upward facing dog on the inhale. And exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, we step both feet to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend in the knees, we sweep the arms up and over. And exhale, bring them to heart center in prayer. Arrive here at the top of your mat. Notice the difference in your body, in your breath, in your mind. Just in this short little flow, see how much it can affect your day. In difficult moments, bring this controlled breath back into you. You have the power to do so. Be mindful with the people who you're dealing with during your day. Be mindful with yourself. Thank your body for being able to do any kind of practice. It is quite a wonder. And be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too.